guy, I'm man on the street. What a guy, I'm loose on my feet. Stop.
Welcome back. You're all alone again.
No, I'm not.
This is Mobile Suit Gundam Silver Phantom by Bandai Namco Filmworks, Atlas V and Albion, and it was released 3rd of October 2024. The movie. Even though I live in Japan, I'm not into any anime at all. So when I bought this, my mind was a clean slate, no expectations. I wasn't really sure how to review this because it's like a movie and a game. But here goes. The movie seems like a typical hero love movie that the Japanese love doing, and it looks fantastic. The VR moments are just superb, and I was just fixated on the characters and the inside of the robot suits and just how great they looked. There is also a few cutscenes where it's in 360, but it still looks fantastic. The camera keeps jumping around to different shots for different points of view, so you won't have to move your head around so much, but you will probably find you will still look around because it just looks so good. Now, it also has interactive parts to it, mainly sword fights, but there is some shooting to be done, dodging by moving your head to a fixated point. Clearing debris, it gets you involved, but not too heavily. Game menus. Game menus are all very basic. Settings that offer you two types of voices, a language select, language text and subtitles on or off. And then there's chapter select and some other stuff like interactive games and a view the suits. Also, I found it annoying that if I had to stop and restart the movie, it wouldn't just pick up from where I left off. You had to rewatch from the start of a particular chapter, and whilst looking in the chapter select, there's no way of knowing where you are. Size. So you are getting around a 90-minute movie, and most of it being set in space and from inside the Gundam suit. There are glimpses of other scenes like on the ship and around a planet, but most of the 360 cutscenes take place in new settings. And those are kind of things I'd have liked to have seen in the virtual reality as well. It's because the anime looks so good that you want to see more of it. Controls. Controls should have been better. Instead of having to push and pull levers beside you to control shields and to swipe your sword, they could have made it so you use your actual Quest controllers. But otherwise, the controls on everything else is just fine. Mechanics. The movie looks great in VR and also whilst in 360. I'm not a huge fan of having so many loading screens though. I think there was just a little too many. But the story was clear and easy. The interactive parts worked well, though sometimes a little tricky when using the levers in the suit. The mixed reality game is perfect, but I will say that the movie did crash twice whilst I was watching it. Playable characters. So whilst playing the mixed reality game, you get to play through a lot of Gundam suits and figures. Weapons. So weapons you will get to use throughout this game and the movie. It will be a hand pistol, laser gun, sword, shield, secondary weapon which is a rocket, and then a special weapon which is like a barrage of rockets. Mixed reality. I love the mixed reality game in this. You have 3 acts, each act consisting of 3 levels, and then there's a grand finale. For each level you get to use a different Gundam figure battling off waves of attacks. You hold your Gundam figure like a child would, waving about through the air, dodging bullets and rockets, all while squeezing your trigger button to shoot the enemies, or push up on your gunstick to load up the sword attack. Then you can use A button to launch your secondary weapon and also B button to launch your special weapon. You also have ammo and shields to collect to aid you to that win. My thoughts. I do really like what they have attempted to do here, but for me personally, I would rather the movie just be a movie without the interactive stuff. Keep that separate and make a few mini games instead, like they did with the mixed reality game. They could have made it so you can actually view the suits like they have actually done, but then made it so you can actually get into the suits, view the insides of them and walk around in them. Maybe fire off some of the weapons in a gun range or something. I think this would have really appealed to a lot of the fans of the series and still appeal to non-fans. So do you have to be a hardcore Gundam fan to enjoy this? No, I don't believe so. I think fans might appreciate it more, but I think even if you are not a fan, you will still enjoy the experience. I would have liked to have seen way more VR in the movie and definitely more locations, but in general this is a great idea. I quite enjoy watching the short 5-10 minute VR cartoons on my headset, so a full movie is just a fantastic attempt. I really do hope to see many more anime movies come to VR in the near future. So with that, I mark Mobile Suit Gundam an 8.4 stars. Now please show me support by hitting that like button, then come be part of this growing community and hit subscribe, and let's all support one another in our gaming experiences. Thanks guys, and happy gaming.
Guess the show is over. I've done a good job.